Hi friends and fellow flute enthusiasts. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Jonny's Flute Reviews. My name is Jonny Lipford, and since 2002 I've dedicated myself to everything flute. I now teach, perform, and record full-time with the Native American flute. If you're looking to become a more emotive flute player, or if you just love the sounds of the Native American flute, please subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell notification so you're notified every time a new video drops. I regularly release videos on flute tips, flute tutorials, original songs, and cover songs to show how versatile the Native American flute is. So today, let's dive into this one. Alright, in this episode of Jonny's Flute Reviews, we're looking at one of my favorite flutes. This is a flute made by George Dyson. He goes by the name of byGeorge. This is a flute that's made from bamboo. It has a cedar nest here and cedar block and mouthpiece as well. But I really love the sound of this particular flute. So what I love about this flute, the mouthpiece is really comfortable. Again, it's kind of tapered down, but not pointed to where the sides come in too. So it's flattened a little bit, so it's really comfortable to play. The bamboo is a great resonator. I love bamboo flutes. My first flute was a bamboo flute, so every time I play this, I recall that memory of playing my first flute. It has a really mellow sound, and I can be dynamic with that sound as well. I contribute a lot of that sound to the actual nest, so those of you that don't know, the design of this flute is so that the volume, or most of the volume of the flute, comes from this area, this nest, bird, or block area, and not the end of the flute like a saxophone or a trumpet. So just a little quick anatomy 101 of the flute. So George puts these wooden nests in his flutes. I don't know that he does it with all of them. This is the only flute of his that I have, but I do follow him on Facebook and keep up with him a little bit, and have another couple of flutes in mind that I want to get from him as well, if they're as sweet as this. So let me play this flute for you, and you'll get a really good idea of what it sounds like. I use this flute a lot in recordings and performances. It's one that is usually not on the rack, but it's usually always in my flute bag ready to go. I love the sound of it. I have another D minor flute, and what happens with some of my performance flutes is over time, I don't know if it's because, you know how they say like your taste changes every 7 years or so. I think it's that way with flutes too. It seems like I transition out of some flutes and make other flutes my priority flutes, which are the ones that I travel and perform with mostly. This one certainly made its way to the beginning of the line, and take it everywhere. I've done many videos on YouTube with this particular flute, so you'll see that in Hawaii, around Iowa, everywhere. So again, this is a flute made by George Dyson. His company name is byGeorge Flutes, and he doesn't make a lot of flutes, unfortunately, but he does definitely make a very sweet flute. So if you see him, tell him I said hi. I'll send him this video too. But anyway, check out his flutes. He is on Facebook, and he makes very sweet sounding flutes. So be sure to stay tuned as we go through all of these flutes and more out of my collection. Thanks.